I thought perhaps I'd kick off this section with a poem which is really about my dad and his musical tastes. Because my father, being a Francophile, which is why I have my name, liked everything that was French and all French music, with one exception. So this poem is called "He Drew the Line at Sacha Distel." He drew the line at Sacha Distel. Even Frenchness could not bind this chanteur to dad. Anyone else would do. Warblers, mumblers, growlers, crooners, carols and gypsy jazz, pop songs, ballads, Aznavour, Mireille Mathieu, that song they banned with Jane Birkin and whoever. He loved them all. Twiddling radio knobs in one of his sheds, searching for stations into the night, his private space, taking him back to East African days, to my namesake in Mauritius, when it was all words, all language, all wireless, and he, the brain behind some machine, the link between nameless people needing to communicate. Years later, a reluctant, mostly silent father, he escaped to dials, to voices without faces, crackling cabaret anthems of loss and defiance. Sometimes I was invited into this world, standing on a table at his boss's house singing Sainte Nuit, La Dernière Valse, and always Piaf. I, who'd lived so little, regretting nothing. There's one about Dad, and there's should we do a bit more serious, or I know Daphne likes the funny ones, but they're not necessarily very.
Yeah, it's alright. You do whatever you think.
Oh, I don't know. We're talking serious. Okay, this is about 9/11, because Roger and I were both in the States when 9/11 happened, and this is about, and then we were stuck there for a while, and this one won I think Winchester Writers' Conference competition a couple of years ago, and it's called 12th September. And the morning after was unlike mornings after. The world changed utterly, and the world, or rather that small slice of world, the Marriott Airport Hotel, was struck by silence, by empty skies. Suddenly there were stars, not haze or engine roar, and we railed against blueness, feeling caged by an infinity which inconvenienced us. An act of terror, like an act of God, forcing us to juggle diaries, put commerce on hold. And outside the spinning doors, conspiracies of bellboys, touts already selling those God Bless America t-shirts. And I'll just wrap up with this one. Do you know these anthologies, the Templar poetry competition anthologies? There's a little one in here, which is really about just one very small incident that happened in Crete a couple of years ago. I need my glasses for this one. The font is incredibly tiny. Very pretty books, but ridiculous sized fonts. This one's called Monastery, and is about a visit to a monastery. So little you can actually go into, most of it marked private. You've come out of your way, off track, into the gilded church, incense heady. The monks are in hiding, all spirited away, except for the one you spot taking the rubbish out to the grundle. As you pull up, half an hour from closing, a perfect setting for last orders. Stone and whiteness. The call of peacocks from one cage, small parrots in another, deer and goats, velvet, narrow-hooved in a third. You hope these are pets, or for the amusement of children, but here nothing is quite as it seems. The man who takes your money is any man, brooding, sullen, secular. His twin slouches at the back of the chapel, telling you how many euros to light a brown candle. You do it anyway. Pray for something. Mouth some words. Leave quickly, hoping your man isn't in too much of a rush to go yet, to snuff out your candle.
Mm.
Daphne. On that rather sad.